Let me fix it. You're not Steve Rogers. Right.
This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer into Reaction. What I'm looking at today is the IMAX trailer for Captain America Brave New World. And this movie concerns me a little bit. Not based on the subject matter. I think Anthony Mackie is a fun actor, and I think Captain America Brave New World is something I want to see. What concerns me is that the budget of this movie is rumored to be in the ballpark of $350 million. And you might ask yourself, why do I care about the money? For a very simple reason. Namely, if a movie costs too much to produce, the likelihood of it making a profit is lessened considerably. And if the ability of a movie to make a profit is lessened, the likelihood is they won't continue doing it because it doesn't make money. And that's part of what bothers me about when people call movie making an art. There are artistic aspects of it, to be sure, but it is about money. And I suspect it's always been about money. And so I eventually got into looking at how much a movie was budgeted for, because that's going to have a huge effect on whether or not there will be other movies in that series. As I said, I think Anthony Mackie is a fun actor. I enjoy watching him on screen. But if this movie costs $350 million at least to produce, we likely won't see him in this capacity again. And let's for a moment assume the rumors are right, and I'll tell you why I think they might be. It would have to make at least $1 billion, at least. And movies do that all the time. It's not that unusual, but most movies don't. It does happen though, but most movies don't. And I suspect there's credence to this rumor because Captain America Brave New World underwent a lot of reshoots. And you might be saying to yourself, that's not unusual, especially for a big budget Marvel film. And you'd be right, except it depends on how you're defining the word reshoots. Typically, a reshoot is when someone says, an executive producer, whomever, that this movie, that the relationship, the main relationship in whichever movie needs a little more fleshing out. So they would go back, get the actors back, and reshoot those scenes or add something additional to the scenes already shot. That's traditionally what a reshoot is. This is what happened with Captain America Brave New World though. Apparently there was an entire storyline revolving around the Serpent Society. If you've never heard of them in the comics, there's a bunch of villains named after snakes. As I said, it's kind of interesting. In any case, according to rumors, every aspect of the Serpent Society storyline was excised from the movie. It was cut and replaced with something else. That's not a reshoot. That is not traditionally what reshoots do. What it sounds like in the case of Captain America Brave New World is that they reshot entire sections of the movie. And if that's true, and I have to emphasize, I'm not on set. I don't know any of the people involved. I don't have any secret knowledge. Only what I read, which is probably the same things that you've read in places like Variety, various genre-focused websites, and so on. But if that's true, then this movie is expensive. So it doesn't strike me as unusual that it could potentially cost $350 million. But if that's true, that's insane because it's too much. It would have been better to proceed with that original storyline than to get rid of it all and reshoot entire sections of the movie because it's expensive. Let's not forget that after Bob Chapek was essentially deposed and replaced by Bob Iger, Iger talked about reducing the budgets for Disney movies. And under that umbrella would be Marvel Studios, among other divisions. So this movie should not be that expensive. I suspect it's not. If the rumors are true about the reshoots that apparently happened, this movie is significantly more expensive than it should be. And if it is as expensive as the rumors indicate it is, this movie is very likely doomed. I wouldn't guarantee it, because Marvel movies, even when they don't do well, which is to say, they make a lot of money, just less than their budgets. They don't fail in the sense that a lot of other movies tend to fail, which is to say, they just perform terribly. Even the Marvels, which by most metrics is a flop, compared to other movies, did well in the sense that it made quite a bit of money, but its budget was so high that it couldn't make its production costs back. In any case, let's look at the IMAX trailer for Captain America: Brave New World.
Sam Wilson, Steve Rogers.
I'll do my best. That's why it's yours. The world is on the brink of war. Adamantium has turned us against each other. It's Captain America's job to fix that. It's my job to fix it. I want you, Captain America, to help me rebuild the Avengers. Work with me, Sam. We'll show the world a better way forward. There's possibility of another attack. Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it. You're not Steve Rogers. Right. I'm not. What is this, a trap? Somebody is pulling the strings on everything. Captain America. You don't even know what this is.
The leader.
You want me? Come and get me!
Well, that was the IMAX trailer for Captain America: Brave New World, and it seems to be sponsored by nostalgia, in that initially we witnessed scenes where Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, is handing over the shield to Sam Wilson, who is played by Anthony Mackie. And so that was interesting, and a reminder to people why we're seeing the version of Captain America that we're seeing. I don't know if that's a good decision or not, because Chris Evans' interpretation of the character is so beloved, but nonetheless, it was a decision. Though the scenes of the movie itself look a lot like Captain America: The Winter Soldier, particularly the role of Giancarlo Esposito. He seems to be channeling some serious Winter Soldier energy there, though it looks pretty good, and the CGI in this trailer looks better than some of the past trailers, particularly revolving around his wings cutting through things. In any case, it's all about the money at the end of the day, in that, as I said earlier, if this movie cost as much to produce as the rumors say it did, it might make a profit, though the odds aren't very high. Though what do you think? This is Brian with ScreenFiles.com and Trailer Into Reaction. Do you agree, disagree? Let me know down below. And as usual, consider a like, follow, or buy me a coffee.